As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more. And life and
Hello there, welcome to the Flesh and Blood podcast. I'm Siobhan. I gazed a gazy stare, and all the millions here. We must have died alone a long, long time ago. It was so sad. Anyway, let's meet the plucky girl assistants. Yeah.
So
We've got the Brian. We have a
Hello.
slightly blurred Sinister. I don't know why. And we have yes, because smearing it will really work. And we have Spanky.
That
You
made it
are
so much
blurred for
better.
some reason. It's weird. Don't know what that is. Yes, and again, there is a link between those song lyrics and tonight's show, and I've made it easy for you. It is the easiest link you could come up with. Think Occam's razor, all right?
John Hurt,
Oh,
1984.
fuck me.
Mm.
No.
Lulu did a version of that song, and Nirvana.
You recognise the song?
Putting the
then?
Blowfish did it the best.
Yeah, the man who sold the world.
The man who
David
sold the
Bowie.
world.
Wow, there's a first. You've actually recognised something I've quoted. Anyway, there we go. Oh, Doctoro Sinistero, who sat just sort of there. Hello. What you done this week, love?
Me,
Yeah, you.
I've had a letter.
Oh no, not a letter.
I've had a letter from some lawyers acting on behalf of the Hostess Company.
What the fuck?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we've had a cease and desist order. We're
No.
not allowed to reference or show consumption or packaging of any of the Hostess Company's products, or nor imply that we are sponsored by them, for fear of immediate litigation.
So I can't show something like this?
We're
you
not supported
But what about
by
the
these
Twinkies, man?
guys.
What about the
No.
Twinkies?
No.
Twinkies and ho-hos.
Can I just point out that legally, I'm responsible.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
I fucking hate all of you. It's that simple. Hello, Christian. Wave to Christian in chat, boys and girls. Aside from that,
Christian.
In chat.
Dr. Sinister,
Let me
A
shake
happy
your
phase
hand,
rip.
yeah.
the experiment. Tell us how that your
Great.
experiment
What on?
went.
The Great Experiment.
Mm.
I'll explain the Great Experiment to those
idea.
unfamiliar
Good idea.
with the Great Experiment.
Yes.
The Sinister Mobile got upgraded. It was a 2016 1-litre EcoBoost 3-cylinder Ford Focus, and I upgraded to a 21-plate 2-litre hybrid Ford Mondeo. And in my brain, I couldn't work out whether I would be saving money or spending more money
No,
on petrol.
I was trying to wrap my head around that one as well.
All sorts of mental arithmetic was going through my head because the engine is twice the size, but I'm only using it half the time. I figured I might break even. Anyway, I'm spending about 30% less on fuel per week.
That's great.
That's good.
That is great. It also means you're polluting less, which is lovely. This is excellent. Spanky, you bent and
ma'am.
twisted creature. How's your week been?
I'm there all tonight because I'm protesting our lack of sponsorship. Therefore, I'm not wearing any sponsor-approved sponsor logos or anything because, damn it,
You haven't
Pepsi, where
bothered
are
to
you?
go out
Twinkies,
and buy
you
one.
bastards.
I'm just saying, you haven't bothered to go out and buy one.
Laundry day, so I'm wearing a white t-shirt, right?
Wait for it. First cup of coffee, straight down the front. Oh dear.
That's why they, and Yeti, we could, let's talk. But yeah, because the lovely little magnet thing, you can't see the lovely top on that, but it keeps from spilling. Because if I didn't have a cup like that, I would be wearing everything I drank. I wear everything I eat. I don't know why. It just happens. It's been that way since I was a messy baby. I'm a messy man. What can I say? Just
I have worked
Ever
out
since you were a little sausage link?
since I was a tiny little Vienna.
A
now
little
the big
cocktail.
kielbasa, every
Little
stage
cocktail
in between,
sausage.
Just a itty bitty little tiny Vienna sausage.
Yeah, I've worked out your Christmas, your birthday or Christmas present. I don't know, what comes first, birthday or Christmas?
Christmas next. Birthday comes before Christmas.
Right. Well, okay. So
Why
you
do they
had your
call
birthday
them-
already this year, yes?
Hmm?
You've had your
What does that
birthday
say?
so far this year?
Yes.
Right,
that was
okay.
April.
You're not having any more.
No more birthdays.
Dr.
I've
Simpson.
had both of mine this year, right? Doctor, please.
Why do they call them cocktail sausages? Because no cocktail I've ever seen has had a sausage sticking out of it.
Fair comment. Fair
You
comment.
haven't tried it with the original vodka.
Cocktail wieners. I know why they call them cocktail wieners, but not cocktail sausages, because when you've had enough cocktails, you pull out your wiener. That's cocktail wieners.
You know,
At least that's how they do it in the South.
there's a certain element of truth in that. It really does sound like that could be right. The Brian.
Yeah.
How's your week been?
Bum, bum, bum.
What?
Not
talking.
bad. We had a good run of City of Heroes last night.
Which we haven't played in a couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I signed up for Dungeon Fog.
Dungeon fog.
I
Dungeon
have
Fog
brain
allows
fog.
Okay.
Dungeon Fog allows you to create maps for RPGs, and you can download them. And I could use them in things such as Foundry.
Dungeon
So-
fog, huh?
Dungeon Fog.
Good.
Interesting.
I'll
Pity you.
I'll give you an opinion once I've seen it, because I've no
Okay.
I've no real idea.
I'm in the process of building the ship.
Cool.
Oh yeah, that would be useful.
Very, very
Yeah, that would actually be very useful. Remember, you need to put in place for 2 stills, one in engineering, one in the kitchen.
No, this is a different game.
Oh, this is the Spelljammer
Travel
game.
through
This is
space
yes.
I need to
on
start having a look
hypothetical
at
spaceship.
the basics for that, like races and classes and whatever.
Right, but eventually you're gonna have
Okay.
to.
And then I've got to try and come up with a silly voice, because without a silly voice, I'm not going to be able to get the character.
Well, we already have one character.
Spanky, what are you doing? You strange.
Exploding.
I don't know.
He's lasering the camera.
Lasering my camera.
Oh, my eyes.
Ah!
Said something to me funny.
I can see! It's a miracle! Fuck.
And sign up for your free LASIK from Dr. Spanky, right?
Right. My turn?
And if you want the bargain basement version, we'll do it the cheap way. Not a problem.
Right.
Yes, it's your turn.
Yeah, right. Okay. First of all, Fencegate 2 Electric Boogaloo, the saga continues. By the way, everyone say hello, Thomas.
Oh, no,
Hello,
no.
Thomas.
Last time you did that, he fell off the chair laughing, apparently.
This time, I want him to injure himself.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I want him to climb into the Dalek this time.
There is a possibility
There you
that
go, that's a good
Thomas
plan.
might injure himself this week. They were supposed to come and do my trees tomorrow. Take those poor trees down. Last Monday at 12 o'clock, I got a text saying, your appointment has been booked for today. About 12:05. Nothing. Then I heard nothing more. And then I saw a card in my letterbox. You were out. Couldn't gain access. What the hell's this about? So I phoned him up. And, Christian said hello to Thomas as well. I phoned him up, and it turns out they'd sent the carpenter to fix the fence a week early. Which,
There you have it.
there's an irony there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also,
Uh-oh.
a little word with car park providers, especially the car park providers at Peas Pottage Services. I know your systems haven't caught up yet, but you do not charge cars who are waiting to put petrol in their cars. Why did you charge me for parking when I was sitting there waiting for a free charger so I could charge my car? You're getting a phone call tomorrow, because I ain't happy about that. I'm really not. it's true. You know, it's I think it's a piss take, and I think they won't change it until the last minute when they can't possibly get away with it anymore. But I'm going to give it a shout and see if I can get that done. Anything happen in the news this week? Because, I mean, spoilers, by the way, for the 60th. There have been photos of Wilf and Sylvia on set. Bernard Cribbins, 93. Bernard Cribbins is coming back to Doctor Who.
Well, he should. He's responsible for at least one regeneration.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
As
He
in
needs
fact
to
it was
come back.
put.
He's a slacker.
I think it was possibly Russell T. Davies says, "Yep, the 10th Doctor's back, and so's his killer." Fair enough. So I don't want to give too many spoilers. The trouble is the internet seems to have suddenly forgotten the whole "we don't really give spoilers" thing out, and there's just been photos plastered everywhere. You can't avoid it, which I've got to admit, it's been a bit annoying. The photos of Tennant look fascinating.
He's got the flippy-uppy hair.
It's not just that. There's something off about the whole of it, including, forget just the coat, I'm talking the suit, everything. The sonic screwdriver is wrong. So there's something funny going on, and I don't know what. And I'm looking forward to finding out when I watch it.
Maybe he's
be-
Rose's doctor.
Mm-hmm.
The meta-crisis doctor.
Could it be a Series 6B type scenario?
I can understand the reasoning there. Basically, he's that bit older, and whatever. Also, could it be that Russell's finally doing Lost in the Dark Dimension? But this time with Tennant. I don't know. We're going to find out. It's going to be brilliant. It's going to be wonderful. Isn't it,
We're going to have fun and review it.
Sorry, just giving a glare, a slight glare.
It's a friendly reminder.
Yeah, friendly reminder, Russell. Don't let us down. Yeah. Cardiff isn't that big. One nuke, that's all it takes. And he's got them. All right, good. There. That's all the good stuff out of the way. I don't think there's been any other news, is there? Oh, yes. Flashing Blade recommendation of the week. Netflix, The Pentaverate. Mike Myers' new show. I haven't been a great fan of Mike Myers, I will admit. I did enjoy Wayne's World, how could you not? But I didn't like the Austin Powers movies at all. With The Pentaverate, he's got it spot on. It's a brilliant and lovely program, and I wholeheartedly recommend it. So, and it'll suit you, Sin, because it's about a secret organisation.
They're in a secret
You
organization.
can see if they're doing it right.
Yep, defended by the Liechtenstein Guard. Make of that what you will.
Liechtenstein, not Liechtenstein.
Yes,
Interesting.
yes, could be,
Mhm.
might be, don't know. Possibly. Right, I wish I could think more preamble. You see, we haven't got Retta tonight, which is sad. When we were playing last night, she was saying she wasn't feeling too well, and tonight she's just not up for being on the show, which is fair enough, and we wish her the very best. Don't we?
It's absolutely not because she's locked up in a Turkish prison. Guaranteed. She's not feeling well. She's not imprisoned. in
Her
Turkey.
name is not James Goss, you mean?
I'm just saying.
All right. It's all right. A Doctor Who writer got taken to Turkish prison this week. He hadn't actually done anything wrong. Somebody just put in a malicious complaint about his house.
Mm-hmm.
And as he left, the policeman turned round and said to him, as a word of advice, "You have an enemy in the village." That's just brilliant. That's
That
brilliant.
is
that
You
is.
know, in
I want
places
to see
like
that
Turkey,
line
can
in a
actually be
future Doctor
thing.
Who.
Yes.
Right. You have an
Damn
enemy
it.
in the village.
Yes. That's damn fine. I'm
An
impressed
enemy
by
in
that.
the village.
You have an enemy in the village. We need that line in a new episode.
Yeah.
You need that line in a game. An enemy in the village.
An enemy in the village. So, look, we're babbling around, we're scrabbling, to be fair, for things to say. We haven't been shut down by Hostess yet. Hostess Twinkies. For your very
true.
own preserving.
Away. Put it away. No, you can't.
You're absolutely right. I should not be doing this at all. Okay?
This is immoral.
I should not even be implying that they are a sponsor of us,
They're
or that
not even
we are
real
getting
Twinkies.
kickbacks for this
Because
stuff.
they're made in freaking Mexico now, not in America.
I should
You know,
point out.
I don't care where they're
individually
made.
wrapped.
They're still
Real
golden
Twinkies made for
delicious
life. They come in one package. I'm just saying.
chemicals.
I'd just like to point out we are not sponsored by Hostess, no matter what the boys say. But that can change, can't it, Hostess?
Not after the letter I've had
want
this week.
You want us? Okay, let's go. We'll take free Twinkies. We'll take payment in Twinkies. It's true.
Ah,
We
dear.
love
It's
Twinkies.
not that hard. Just pay us in Twinkies. That's all.
Yeah, pay us in Twinkies.
We
guys.
do
Real
have,
money.
to be fair,
Pepsi,
we do
we'll take
have
payment
very
Pepsi.
few
Real sugar Pepsi.
needs. He wants his Pepsi. You want the Twinkies. I'd quite like Twinkies as well, even though they kill me. And Sinister's after Spirit on Daleks.
Performance more. More
We're quite
domination,
cheap.
Yeah.
In fact, you're the expensive one, Sin. To be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Spirit on Daleks?
You're
Good
pricing it
God,
out.
man.
Plus, in the post, surely they're going to lose at least their sucker arm. It's just a
Maybe.
thought.
No.
Right, okay. Right, we're gonna do the thing that we came here to do. Hopefully.
Sure we will.
Yeah. And now, from the worlds of BBC Television's Doctor Who, wait for it, it's Doctor Who. Dr. Basil Disco.
When we spin around like that, it always makes me so dizzy.
Forgive me a moment, boys and girls. I'm going to stop that summary and turn to Spanky and say, what?
Mm-hmm.
We spin around
Spinny
in the
part.
TARDIS.
Spin
like
around
that.
in the TARDIS like that? Yeah. That's us.
Oh, so that's why we've got 5 viewers. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, Dr. Basil
Everybody sticks
Disco.
in the vertical.
Well, I think there are other reasons for that.
Dr. Basil Disco, for the third time, is trying to repair the trouble that his former self caused in New York. And there's a little kid, and the kid's got a cold. But the doctor, being the doctor, doesn't really realise. And it all goes horribly wrong. It's the return of Dr. Mysterio, boys and girls. This is
The doctor being the doctor, you could leave that right there.
Yep.
He does something thoughtless and causes a big problem, and then he solves the problem as though he's the great swooping in hero guy, but he kind of caused the problem to begin with. So,
interesting.
just the doctor being the
Interesting.
But if the doctor didn't cause
Interesting.
the problem in the beginning, how could the other problem be resolved at all?
doctor. Exactly.
Well, Spanky.
I'm just saying.
Well, no,
have
you've
a
come out and said
situation.
this thing.
We've got to have the situation. It happens. I don't know
Righty.
which problem did he solve? Was that problem already there? Did he cause the problem that caused that problem? How far back does this cycle go?
1938.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm
was
pretty sure
1922.
because that's where Amy and Rory were sent to, and he could have picked them up at any point in time afterward.
Except he couldn't.
There you have it. But
He just
couldn't.
In
didn't like them that
1939, he
much.
could have.
Well, yes,
Mm-hmm.
that's fair. In 20 whatever it was, I can't remember when
Mm-hmm.
this was. I'm very bad at Capaldi dates. Oh dear. Anyway, this is just a joyous bit of fun. It's a great riff on the whole Superman thing, with a shout out to Spiegel and Schuster. I think that's right, isn't it?
England just-
And it's lovely.
And it redeems
it's
an actor.
heartwarming. It really. Well, you can tell us about that when we get to your turn, possibly. It's lovely. It's brilliant, and we're going to turn to Dr. Sinister, to tell us more.
I do not remember anything about this episode from the first time I watched it.
My word.
Not a thing.
Goodness.
I just remember when it came out thinking what a bloody stupid title it was.
Jealousy, that is.
And I watched this. It was like I have seen it before, but I obviously wasn't paying attention because it was all completely new to me.
That's good.
There's nothing really to dislike about this episode other than the fact that we've now got a superhero in Doctor Who, which I'm not quite sure really fits. And of course, yes,
It's not very realistic, is it?
the whole plot was called out right at the beginning when the Doctor says, "Look, I've discovered that Clark Kent is the same man as Superman."
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
we know.
That's a lovely, charming moment. And also
course we
the Spider-Man. He was bitten by a radioactive spider.
What would happen? Death, I expect. Of course, we had the head-splitting aliens back again.
Harmony Shoal, yes.
Now, what I don't understand is
Yes.
the brains go into the people, obviously,
Yes.
but the heads split apart, and you can stick a gun in there, which means the brains must split apart, which means that I don't understand.
Yep, that's one of those things we don't look too closely at, I think.
Got a brain in there.
There's a
and
slight
gun.
logic problem there, to be fair. Unless the brains,
And room for
even
a
though
zipper.
their eyes are there, just in the right spot, you think might just sloop down the spinal column a bit to leave more of a room up. I don't fucking know.
Maybe they swallow the gun and they kind of like bring it up their esophagus as they're unzipping their heads or something. Who knows? I'm just saying.
That's
There's
fair.
all kinds of hidey holes inside a body. If you open up a body, you can hide stuff in all kinds of nooks and crannies. There are a lot of places in there to hide things. That's all I'm saying. If you open a body up,
Do you say this from experience?
possibly.
And that's an area we're not touching on.
I will tell you a story from my comparative anatomy class, not while we're online.
I could tell you a story from my drug mule days, but I won't.
yeah.
And now the biggest problem we've got is the Hostess Corporation. Oh, Jesus.
Or the Mexican drug cartel that Brian still owes money to, who are nowhere near as fierce as the Hostess.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I
Mind
don't
you,
want to hostess lawyers, okay?
to be
They're
fair,
nowhere near
Drug cartel
as
I can
dangerous
handle.
they're
Right.
not as they're not as fierce as Norweb, the Norweb Federation. Definitely not.
Whatever you do, don't leave a light bulb on.
Yeah, no, don't.
Just saying.
You could ruin the world economy. Future historians might be able to tell us about that. Did that actually happen? Do you still just have the one light bulb going? We just don't know. Can you actually afford to have one light bulb going? Because we can't. Right. Did you enjoy it this time round?
Oh, yeah, I liked it a lot. I mean, Capaldi episodes are always brilliant. And I'll be honest with you, I've got no particular reason for never rewatching them. It's just I don't have the time, and I spend my time watching classic Doctor Who instead.
yeah.
Which is not to deride modern Doctor Who, because
No.
I like modern Doctor Who, but I don't tend to touch the DVDs. I'll watch them if they come up on a repeat on, I don't know, whatever channel they show them on. Is it Watch or something? I don't know. But I just don't. I don't know.
We've discussed this before. The
We have.
replayativity, if that's a word.
It's disposable.
The rewatchability. It does feel more disposable. You're quite right.
With
It
just
does.
single episodes,
Which is
it
ironic.
just-
A lower reconsumption.
That's-
rate.
that's-
there's not a whole lot of story there.
That's the paradox there. All right. Old style storytelling, where there's a hell of a lot more. Obviously, people seemed. It was not made to be rewatched. It was meant to be shown once, and that was it only. And yet, somehow, when they're making things now, they know is going to be repeated over and over again. They don't make it as rewatchable.
Yeah.
I'm not pointing just at Doctor Who on that one, to be fair.
No,
There's a
I'm
reason.
pointing at Star Trek a lot.
Yeah.
I do think this episode introduced something which I don't think we ever see again, but which would be incredibly useful for most Doctor Who stories, when the Doctor whistles for the TARDIS and it materializes around him.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Nice touch.
Needs someone who knows.
why does that happen
Needs a
all the
nice
time?
pilot. Needs a pilot. Needs
I know.
someone
TARDIS
to
does that a
pilot
couple
her.
of times though, like materializes around the Doctor. That's a trick it knows, but the doing it on the whistle I thought was cool. Yeah.
All right then, Spanky, do talking then.
Well,
Now!
I was waiting for Sinister to finish.
I've finished.
But you see,
Were you finished?
You
No,
see?
because I wasn't trying to
You
interrupt
see?
or anything. But Auntie's like,
No, of course you
cracking the
wouldn't
whip,
do.
and you know,
No. I'm hungry.
you did make a really nice old man.
I'm
You know that, right?
yeah.
I'm just saying, Auntie. Back to our.
He-
What we
he-
were
I'm
talking
just
about.
saying.
He saw the time meddler Hartnell piece I did.
And she did make a lovely old man. I'm just saying. We love you, baby.
Thank you. Mwah.
I like this episode, and I thought it was so funny when he pulls a glass of water out of his pocket and tells the kid, "Hold this," and he hands him the little gem computery
Exactly.
thingy. And the kid, what's a kid gonna do? He's a doctor. He's handing me this pill. Bloop. Hey, I thought
Thought it
who
was
didn't see that
medicine.
coming? Who didn't see that coming? I thought it was great. This was a great setup for the show. I thought it was awesome. You know, he wanted that to happen. Doctor Who did that on purpose. He wanted to have a superhero episode, apparently.
It is. I'm sorry. I can't
He knew that was
criticize this.
the entirely foreseeable consequences of his actions were a romp through a comic book adventure, basically. Sure, why not? That was good. I
We've
enjoyed
done
it.
It just
everything
took
else
him
apart from
24
musical.
years to do it.
I wish I had one of those little things. I'd pop it right now and see what happened.
Well,
go crazy.
that's the
Great.
problem. It goes by your subconscious thoughts. So that's you turning into a sausage.
You know when the three surgeons come out of those doors in
Yes.
the brain room.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
That
yes.
was a very early Russell T Davies touch. I thought.
Ooh.
Yes, you were reminded of Katrina's bodyguard, so to speak. Katrina, that's wrong. What's her face? Bouncy.
Trampoline woman.
Yeah, Cassandra.
Blink one. That.
Yeah.
Reminded
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
of them. Yeah.
Yes.
God Almighty, what is wrong with me?
Moisturizer.
Yeah.
If you want to,
Moisturizer.
feel free. Did you enjoy this?
You are very moist in your defense.
Thank you. Did you enjoy
did.
this little spot sausage?
Yeah. I
Did you
liked it a lot.
enjoy? Did you enjoy the return, not just of El Doctor Mysterioso, but of Nardole?
Yeah, I thought that was good too, because he's always entertaining. Yeah, so you know.
Another one
can't
of
remember the
Christmas
actor's name.
characters
He's-
come back,
yeah.
played by a well-known comedian, and yet
By a
somehow
well-known
they do
comedian.
wonders with it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The idea, you know, that the when he first came out, right, and with the swappable head thing and all that, that was awesome. So I enjoyed it from there, and then it tied back. I'm a big fan of when stories loop back, right?
Mhm.
You know, it's a good device for a writer.
Well,
And I always am a fan of the writing more than anything. So
I've got a challenge. It's for you guys, Retta as well, and for everyone in chat. For anyone in chat, hello.
Merry Christmas to all of you in chat.
Excuse me, are you stepping on my territory here?
No.
I charge the exact amount a settlement would cost with.
Please accept these Twinkies in the terms
that's
of eternal
the,
friendship.
in the spirit that they're given, eternal friendship.
When is Leader Day, please?
27th of June.
All right, I'm mixing up with the 24th. There is the possibility of a picnic in the park on the hang on. I say the 24th of June. Bear with me. Here we go.
That's a Friday.
So I'm guessing it'll be the 25th. It's going to be in Crawley. If it happens, I am waiting to hear from Staggering Stories, because there's not much point us doing it, because it'll just be me and Sinister stood in the park. So
Again.
yeah.
I
go
could
wrong
just
last
see you
time.
guys standing there, you know, happy flashing blade. Yeah. Just two people.
Listen, if it does help, at the
Maybe
top
go
of the hill
down.
is a really, really lovely
Yep.
pub.
The problem is the last time we advertised Flashing Blade in the park, we got arrested.
Well, you were flashing blades in
Yeah.
the
It was-
park.
I'm
Yeah,
going to
you're
be blunt.
several-
I've got no sympathy because all the
Several
way back to the
euphemisms
audio
there.
podcast, I always didn't like calling our, I was going to say fans, our listeners, flashers,
Flashers.
even though they call themselves flashers.
Flashers.
But
That's great.
yeah,
That's
there
great.
was
Yeah.
something of a misunderstanding with the local constabulary.
There was, just
See
like
that
there's.
assassination attempt fail against Dr. Sinister? That was great.
It wasn't that. I think the last picnic in the park we had an evil off. It was Dr. Sinister versus El Presidente.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah. That'll be the 25th, Brian. The 24th is the actual anniversary. It's the.
However, we should give Brian many points. for
Yes,
putting the correct format.
yes, I saw that. You're quite right.
I
did
just
not-
figured that, anybody who would be going to this picnic would not understand the true American date system.
The fucked up American date system.
Oh God,
The
you're
one true
doing
system.
so well. We thought finally he understands.
No. I
But
had to
no,
lower myself to
no.
your level. It's okay.
Oh, you just made me do Frankie
It's
Howard.
only the rest of the fucking planet that does it this way.
Yeah,
And they're wrong. Thank you.
Yeah, I can't comment on this because I was inculcated in the military where it's the day, month, year, not
Yeah.
yeah,
There you
exactly
right.
how it should be.
A month year.
All right,
Growing
all
up
right.
in-
You go argue with the nuns that taught me this.
I'm not going to argue with those fucking penguins. I know all about the ruler on the knuckles. Go away.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. That's
I
what I
got
thought.
raised. I got raised in a private Catholic school.
Uh-huh.
I can take him.
It was baptized Episcopalian.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Fuck the Pope.
Oh yeah. I can.
say that.
I can take
I don't
them
have to confess either.
as long as you take their wooden rulers out.
So
of their
you
hands.
haven't asked me at all about if I like Dr. Mysterio.
Well, I didn't know. We drifted off. Spanky was in the middle of talking. We
Uh-huh.
drifted off onto another.
No. It's fine. It's
Well,
fine. It's
Spanky's
fine.
fault.
It was fine.
You
All right,
can't
so
blame
let's-
Spanky for that.
Let's move on to Big Finish. Problem, dear. Problem.
No problem at all.
Okay, right. Good. Go on, then. Do talking.
No, it was good. It's one of the best Doctor Who's that we've had lately.
Okay. Oh, you mean lately on
I
the
enjoyed
show
it.
rather than lately, as in on the telly? You mean lately on the Flashing Blade?
Of the new
Yeah.
series of Doctor Who, it's one of the best ones we've had.
Okay.
I particularly enjoyed the American accents.
Well, that's a bonus because we don't normally
Always
get that
hilarious.
Right, that was done perfectly. I heard that lady talking in an, behind the scenes interview. She's not American. She sounded perfectly American.
I want to.
Yeah, I know it was all for being New York City. It was filmed in England,
Yes, I know. Well, Cardiff, possibly.
and
Isn't
it
the same,
even
right?
had the kid who played Goku in that god awful
God.
Dragon Ball Z movie.
Sorry,
Man,
Dragon
I
Ball
wasn't
Z.
gonna go there, but I'm glad
Dragon
you
Ball Z
brought that
Evolution.
up. The
Dragon Ball
Evolution
Z.
movie, yes. The live action
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z
Yeah.
movie.
Dragon
It's
Ball
not
Z,
called
Spanky.
Shut up, you.
It
No.
was horrible. It was
Dragon Ball
oh
Z.
dear God.
Again,
It had James
the rest of the
Marster as
planet
Piccolo.
say Z.
No,
Yeah.
they don't.
Yes, they
No,
do.
they
Yes,
don't.
they do.
Yes, they
No,
do.
they don't.
Yes, they do.
In
Yes, they
Spain, they
do.
say
Yes, they
something.
do.
Very vaca, very burro, right? It's the Z.
English-speaking countries, apart from the United States of America, all say Z. You are the odd ones out.
Dragon Ball Z.
And when we
You're
say
leading
oh,
the way.
right,
You're leading the way into a brave new world filled with proper pronunciation words. When we don't have an extra word like in the middle of aluminium, it's just aluminum, damn it. There are no extra letters in there. There's no F in fucking lieutenant. It's not lieutenant, it's lieutenant.
Aluminium
I'm sorry.
is the
I have
official
to take
spelling
more
of it.
medication here shortly.
color is still color, even with a U.
Armor? Really? Is it need a U in the back of it? Because it's not armor. It's not hour. It's armor. Just saying.
Viva la Revolution!
Viva la revolution.
You had your revolution, now fuck off.
No, you guys got even with us.
We'll
anyway.
be
before
celebrating
you
in
go-
real life.
We're probably pretty good for it, right?
Before you go, there is a certain charge you have to face for cruelty against tea. I'm just saying.
I have a no.
Right, now, Christian in chat is looking at the trains,
TT.
and apparently if he leaves at 7 a.m., he can get to Crawley before midday.
Interesting.
Ooh.
I will say this, Christian, I'm very grateful that you're going to make such an effort. Thank you. But, like I say, it's not confirmed yet. I've got to talk
And he
to
liked the
Adam
There
and the
will
Staggering
be
Stories
plenty of
crew.
games of cornhole and
Oh, no, we don't do games.
Yes, you do.
Cornhole.
However,
Cornhole.
there might be a cricket match going on,
Like
in
a
which
board with a
case
hole
I'll
in
be a
it,
bit
you-
distracted.
throw a bag full of corn at the board with the hole in it, and if it goes through the hole, you get a point.
It's like a beanbag toss.
Yeah, it's a beanbag toss game.
We could play carrot in a box.
You could play carrot in a box.
The hell is carrot in a
You
box?
could play tummy sticks.
Carrot in a
Well, that
box
is
is a game of skill and bluff, and the undisputed master of it is the late comedian Sean Locke.
Hmm.
I advise you to look
I
on
Googled
YouTube
it,
for
yeah.
Carrot in a Box. Try and get the first one if you can. Well, first anyway, and then the second one is just a nice sequel. So yes, right. Any more to say, Brian? Anything worthwhile?
Well, I'm kind of at a puzzle because, all right, the Doctor started this whole chain of events 24 years ago.
It depends which chain of events, though, as was pointed out.
Right,
You've
right.
got
So he
two
started.
coincidental events.
I don't think it was a coincidental event. I think he may have manipulated it so that he would have something in place in order to.
Oh, I love humans. Always seeing patterns and things that aren't there.
Yeah, I know
said
lots
that
of
much at
things
the
don't
beginning.
only happen, but remember,
This
it was
is your
also
head
24
canon.
years ago.
This
It
is
was
your
right
head
before
canon.
he. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is right before he went to dinner with River, as he pointed out himself.
Right.
But is it
Interesting.
24 years for him?
It may have been.
Christian, we shall let you know. Either on Facebook or whatever. I'll find out from Adam. Well, I'll remind Adam to ask tomorrow night, and we'll take it from there. I have a horrible feeling you're going to be the only person turning up. Well, apart from us, obviously.
Even the host won't turn up.
Right.
Can't be bothered.
It's a bit of a drive for him, if I'm honest with you.
Not
However,
bad.
like I say, just at the top of the hill is a pub, a very beautiful old pub, who used to be owned by Peter Vaughan, who played genial Harry Grout in Porridge, who, bizarrely, for some reason, this week, I had a dream about. Grouty, I mean, not Peter Vaughan.
Destiny.
Tell the truth. You have dreams about Peter Von all the time,
I have no idea at all.
but hardly ever dreams about Grouty, so we'll take it. Okay.
Genial Harry Grout. If he asks you a favour, you ask how high. Yeah, Porridge. That's actually one I wouldn't mind doing. Maybe the movie of Porridge. I mean, it's quite good, but
Why?
I don't think it would
There's
rely
a whole
on...
movie about porridge.
Porridge over here is a slang term for spending time in
Oh,
prison.
you all right? Oh, gotcha.
And Porridge was a TV series, not a very long-lived TV series in the 70s, about Norman Stanley Fletcher, played by Ronnie Barker, who is an old lag, and he's been sent to prison, and he's roomied with a lad played by Richard Beckinsale, who sadly died too early, and he's new to prison. And Fletcher sees him through it, and you've got the various characters of the different other prisoners. Then you've got the nice screw, Mr. Barraclough, who oh dear God, poor Mr. Barraclough. And then there's Mr. Mackay, who viewers of Two Fan Dinosaurs will probably remember quite recently as being played by Mr. Mackay from Doctor Who and the Silurians, who played Dr. Quinn. Mackay is a bastard, a complete bastard, but Fletcher always manages to get one over on him.
I
Yeah.
don't think he's a bastard.
Oh, go on then.
I think he's just a stickler for the rules. And let's face it, at the end of the day, they're prisoners in prison. They don't have rights.
Yes, well, they do.
somebody's at the
I would say that is the difference between Mackay and Barraclough. Barraclough wants to see the best in prisoners and help them reform.
Yeah.
As far
Does.
as Mackay's concerned, it's a imprisonment. It's hell.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah. So there we go. We've discussed porridge. There's a film made. That's why I was saying that we should do the film. I was trying to decide if you need to see the TV series before you see the film. You don't need to see the film.
So, Big Finish.
Yeah. Okay. Well, either we or I listened to Big Finish. No. A thumbs up or what for the return of Dr. Mysterio?
Oh, 2. Enthusiastic.
Fair enough. And make up whatever you think Spanky. Actually, no, don't make up whatever you think Spanky
Don't.
would say.
It's safer.
Don't. Yeah, no.
Don't. Please don't.
I don't want to be accused of leading people astray. Especially not by the hostess company. So, yeah. So
We are in so much trouble.
I want Twinkies now.
They're going to kill us.
Right. So, yes, Big Finish, Waterworld's Sixth Doctor box set. 3 new stories starring the Sixth Doctor and Melanie and new companion Hebe. Go on, say it.
EBGB.
There it is. I was waiting for that. It was gonna
Is
happen.
Hebe a giant Twinkie?
Hebe is not a giant Twinkie.
But what about the giant Twinkie?
There is no
Yeah.
giant
Just the
Twinkie.
Youngins.
There's
There
no.
has to be a giant Twinkie.
It has to be.
That
It
there's-
has to
that-
chart the amount of PPE in New York City.
I missed
Okay.
a giant Twinkie. What?
No,
Damn.
no, ignore them. Ignore them. They're doing things to my brain.
It's
we're
excellent.
talking
It's
Big
a giant
Finish,
Twinkie
love.
all the time. Oh, I wanted to point out one thing before we go about that Doctor Who episode, the Doctor Mysterio.
Mhm.
I don't know if there's a correlation, but isn't that the name for Butter's evil persona in South Park?
No idea.
Dr.
Oh.
Mysterio.
No, that's
No.
chaos.
Dr. Chaos?
That's
Which
it.
one is Dr. Mysterio? Doesn't one of them do a Mysterio thing? Maybe not. You're right. Dr. Chaos.
I don't watch South Park.
Professor Chaos.
Professor Chaos,
Oh.
right. Yeah, I have it.
That works better, I think, with Chaos.
I'll have to
Professor
let that walk
Chaos.
back in.
That-
His,
yeah,
his
that-
best scheme was leaving a hose pipe running in the garden to flood the world.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Anyway, Big Finish. Hebe, as is pointed out in the set, is, well, it's not actually pointed out in the story per se, but she's the first disabled companion. She's in a wheelchair, and it is addressed, and Hebe has written that, yeah, she can be a bit prickly about it, which is interesting. We're gonna see how that works out. I think it's an excellent use. Sorry, that's the wrong word. It's an excellent representation. It does disabled. It's a good thing for disabled people. There we go.
Sure.
Because
We love being represented.
yeah, she's flying through time and space, and she goes to different planets and whatever, and they fight alien monsters, and she's in a wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
Fair dues.
Hopefully he'll build her a wheelchair with a sonic screwdriver built in or something. Or
Well,
something
she
along the
did end up asking him for a hover chair, didn't she?
lines of- right?
But
Like
yeah.
a
So
wheelchair
3
like
stories.
K9, that you could ride.
3 stories. Okay, the first one's where we meet Hebe on Earth. She is a marine biologist. She's got brains up there. And they're on a disused oil platform. And something's happening and going wrong. There's a load of different people on there. It's a right old melange. Ooh, that's a good word. That's almost up there with lozenge.
That's
Melange.
like the Spice Melange.
Ooh. Anyway, and there's all sorts of people. You got the young YouTuber influencer type bloke. You've got the
Chocolate melange.
the absolute nutter, save the
Aye,
planet extremist, etc., etc. And you got Hebe there, is a marine biologist, and this story works. The scene setting is very good. The characters have enough spark in them to make them stand out. and make you enjoy listening to them, even if they are being arseholes. But it works. I really enjoyed that. The second one, they land on a planet that is under attack every night by these evil creatures. Oh, dear me, they're very evil. And, well, Doctor Who has to try and stop them. I'm not going to say any more about that because brand new box set, I don't want to give spoilers away. That's why these Big Finish reviews are so short, because it's new. I don't want to wreck it for you. Yeah, that's a good one. I enjoyed that one. The third one, I didn't enjoy quite as much. Yeah, it's... do you know what? I'm actually trying to remember what happens in the third one. Can you believe it?
Is that the moon covered in water or the other one? Or where they go to
It's the other one. The last one.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I can't remember what happens in it. And I only listened to it a couple of nights ago. So, like I say, it didn't make that much of an impression on me, and obviously it didn't make that much of an impression on me. As box sets go, this one is perfectly serviceable. Colin's on rare form. Mel, there we go. It's about body swapping, that third one.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. I knew it was something like that. Bonnie Langford is on form. And again, it's just nice to hear Mel she's getting the chance to play the character properly. As a result, Mel is not horrible. I appreciate that's a backhanded compliment, but I know what I mean. Yep, the third one, like I say, didn't really grab me that much. It is all about body swapping and whatever. But, well, Spanky, you listened to them. What did you make of them?
I like them. I like and I don't want to do spoilers, but one of them did do the really good. You know, science fiction typically points out as social commentary.
Yep.
Problems with us, our society, and so forth, right? And the message of, we are our own worst enemy.
We are the Martians.
The enemy is typically right. We are far worse than whatever monster we can conjure up. So that's always it's always interesting to see how writers, portray that particular idea.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought they did a pretty good job.
Which story?
In the second one.
Second one. Rightio. Okay.
On the moon, right? And the whole idea of the moon being awash in an ocean.
Yeah, now you see,
that was great because it conjures up old sci-fi images of back when writers would think that like Mars was covered in canals and shit, and then you get that John Carter thing and stuff like that.
The problem
Lucidar,
is
whatever.
with that, we know the moon is an egg, and frankly, all I can think of is the lakes and whatever are birthing fluids.
Could be,
The moon's an egg. It's been an egg.
Actually, yeah.
Well, no. To be fair, the moon, as we know it, was stolen in 1999. So after that, it was an egg. They left an egg behind. Right. So, yeah, I think we're about to get an eagle. Oh, not an eagle. Oh, I like that. I like that spinniness of it. Oh, that's good spinniness. I like that.
Lovely spinniness.
Where's Tranquility?
That's a good spin.
Where's Tranquility
I have
Base?
one, but it's a nightlight.
Don't remember where Tranquility Base is, to be frank.
Freaking door again.
And I can't turn it so I can see it.
It's got the BBC logo. All
Damn thing keeps spinning.
Excuse me. Oh, bloody hell. Sorry, Brian.
No problem. I'm just going to have a Twinkie to boost my energy here.
Anyway, the box set. It's a good workmanlike box set. It's enjoyable. And the new companion's brilliant. So go get it if you want or don't.
What Brian, the other things you've got there, what are they? Ho-hos?
Yeah.
They're like Swiss rolls, right?
That's chocolate Swiss rolls, yeah.
Yeah. Chocolate
right. I watched an interesting YouTube video today while we're waiting for Spanky to come back.
Oh no.
On Oxford Street, which is like, I mean, it's fallen on hard times lately, but it used to be like the premier.
Time Fracture's shutting early.
Anyway,
Really?
it has loads and loads and loads of American candy stores now, and apparently there's never anybody in them, and it's believed that it's nothing to do with the US, by the way. It's believed to be run by Afghani money launderers.
I would ask for some sort of
Verification.
yeah.
Because, if they're laundering money,
If this is bloke down pub,
I kind of want to know how.
No, Private Eye did an investigation into this. Private Eye is like a satirical
and it won't
slash.
print anything unless it's 100% certain.
Yeah, well, they can't actually prove it. There's all sorts of shell companies involved and all sorts of other stuff. But yeah, it's all looking a bit dodgy. Anyway, I was just thinking maybe I could go and find some ho-hos there.
Probably.
Store my ho-hos.
When you just get Cadbury
Since
Swiss
they're
rolls.
sponsoring us and everything.
Moon.
I can't believe I forgot again to get Twinkies. Trouble is,
Now.
the corner shop where I get them from is running out, and there's only a few things left, and they're not the ones I really want. They didn't have cupcakes. I was looking for those.
Yeah, the chocolate covered Twinkies.
I'm not sure. I think one of them was lemon. So I don't know. It's important
Okay to
stuff.
cover one
this.
in
Are we facing a world Twinkie shortage?
Oh shit!
Think so.
No.
Supply and demand. There's definitely a Twinkie supply issue.
Hostess, get in touch. We can boost your sales.
You really can. By
possibly.
like one or two people.
They've
Really?
been in touch.
At least 5.
Get in touch
They've
again.
been in touch. That's
Yeah,
the problem.
Get in touch again.
Now, just so you know, I
We
had to
probably
keep
will
talking
after
about
tonight.
before. Here's what
They
happened.
really don't.
One at a time.
There was someone at the door, and I guess people didn't see the "fuck off" on podcasting sign, or "fuck off" I'm on the air, "fuck off," just fuck off. And so the standing rule is, twice I'm interrupted. The second time, the wolves get to eat whoever it is. So that may have been a representative from Hostess. If it was, I apologize. You'll have to send another. The boys were hungry. They did leave some Twinkies apparently behind, so that was
Okay.
good.
They
but,
were very scared then.
Are you sure those were Twinkies?
It was a funny joke.
Yeah,
Brian
I
asked to get, I don't know. He went and ruined
The
it.
boys ate those too, so
Okay.
I can't crack a joke now without Brian coming in and ruining it. It's no good at all. He's just
He's horrible.
he is. He's horrible.
He
quite
really
frankly.
is. He's such a burden on the show.
He's an ass, frankly.
I know.
Us.
Such a bastard.
Yeah, damn
that's
straight.
just-
Trust me, I gotta live with the guy.
Anyway,
bastard. I know.
He leaves his seat up. He
Oh yes, he does.
drinks from the carton. I mean, he's horrible.
There ought
On
to
the
be a
topic
spray.
on the topic of leaving up seats, why can't women put the seat down? They're equal.
I don't know.
I'm not getting
Why
involved
can't
on
they
this
move
one.
Where they sit. That's all I want to know. Why
You're
don't
the only representative of the gender here. We have to.
It's
As
just
stubborn as I can be.
decency.
As stubborn as I can be, I confess.
You're
to
a
my
big
gender.
girl. Put the seat down.
I'm not
I-
touching
it's
it.
also-
I'm not touching somewhere where a man's been.
It's decency to leave it up for the men.
Right?
Yeah.
It should be right.
Retta, where are you?
In
She's
the
not
She's not
toilet.
going to help you now.
I know.
I stopped fighting that battle and caved in, and I actually put not only the seat down, but also the top lid too.
Actually, Retta's in chat. Feel free to type something, Retta.
Lovely Retta.
Ah, dear.
Because I don't want the lid open so that something can fall through the hole in the seat and land in the toilet, right?
Yeah, I
So
don't
want
need my
both
razor
lids
flipping
down.
out of my hand into the
Exactly, and
toilet.
landing and splash. No, And so now the battle is, why didn't you put the
When
top
I'm
lid
half
down
done.
too?
I mean, really, am I going to go in there, fish it out, and finish shaving? No.
Absolutely not. Right, exactly. And then they go out with half my beard shaved, and I can't do that.
This is what happens when you get Americans on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Americans. There ought to be a spray for those.
We didn't bring that subject up. I'll remind you.
And the spray should be made out of Twinkies,
Neither did I.
in case anybody's wondering.
I'm just saying.
Twinkie-based spray.
I didn't. Anyway,
Air
hi
delivery
Retta,
and
sweetheart. Tell them off about leaving toilet seats up.
Yeah, right. Do that.
So
We love you dearly anyway.
we do. The Dr. Simon. He wants to get some scans of river.
We're fucked.
Oh, no.
I feel awful. And I
Oh,
have to come on
sweetheart.
here to reprimand you guys about the toilet seat.
Sorry, love.
Apparently,
I couldn't stop them. I tried.
I'm the only man in the world that puts the lid down. Not just the seat.
It
the
is
lid, too.
universally known that the seat is always put down for the women
Because women cannot look before they sit.
because
impossible
men are
to
supposed to be gentlemen and put the seat down.
But I did learn when I was a young child that the sound of a scream and a splash was the funniest thing you could possibly hear in the middle of the night.
Why can't someone invent, like you get a pedal bin? Why can't they invent a pedal toilet seat?
Because
I'm down with
men
that.
wouldn't bloody use it properly, and they bloody well make
would.
the seat itself
It's
wet.
stood there
Yeah.
anyway.
You wouldn't
No,
do it.
yeah.
That no,
I'll
no,
tell you
no,
this,
no, no, no,
if
no, no,
somebody
no.
pees on a toilet seat, like in my fucking house, I will make that bastard suffer.
Well, quite
Put 'em
right
up.
too.
You urinate on the seat, and guess what? You're gonna be wearing that fucking thing.
Damn straight.
Mhm.
Anyway, Retta, go back to bed. It's lovely to have you here.
Go
but
back to
please,
rest,
Please,
Retta.
please go and rest.
Take vitamin C or something. Eat a Twinkie. They probably have vitamin C.
Yes.
Yeah, vitamin T.
Would
for
you
sure.
like a Twinkie?
Eat the Twinkies before another cease and desist comes through.
Very well.
You go,
I do
Retta.
not- I do not expect I need to come on here again to reprimand you guys about what being a gentleman means. Don't worry, Auntie, I have your
Anything
back.
about being a
I
gentleman.
know, my love.
but
Thank you
I
very
do put
much.
the lid
Like the
down.
voice- this is like the voice of God coming down.
Damn straight when it comes to manners.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye,
Sorry.
everybody.
Bye,
You know
Retta,
what,
my
George
love. Take
Victor
care.
is that sort of George Burns-esque figure in the background, right? Like giving directions because we know what she looks like, but I'll buy it. Okay.
I was thinking more like Charlie from Charlie's Angels. But,
Yeah.
you know.
She's more like Charlie from Charlie's Angels.
Good
That's
morning, Retta.
Good morning, plucky girl assistants. Right. That's it.
Right. Yeah, so we watched... Oh, fuck it. We watched Firefly, Ariel, Brian talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I thought it was a great episode.
There we
They
go.
finally got to a central world.
Yes.
Maul didn't want anybody to go out because, it's Central Alliance world.
He knows what the
So
trouble will likely
he's not a fan. But however, once Simon showed them, the profit they could be making by stealing some drugs from a hospital, yeah, he's all for it. I think the funniest part of it was the crew just going over the medical jargon.
That was pretty good.
And Jane being so very proud he'd memorized it, he was determined to say it.
He's going to use it no matter what, right?
It took me 30 hours to memorize this damn line. I'm gonna say it. No, I get why Simon did it, so he could get a scan of River's brain, so to see exactly what they'd done to it. Which is in itself horrific when you think about what they did to her.
Yep.
Constantly cutting her brain open.
Constantly cutting it out and stripping it away so that she feels everything
Stripping her
all the
amygdala,
time.
Absolutely horrible.
Then you had the whole. There's the twist.
Blue Hand Men are back.
Jane not exactly being enamored of the two new crewmates
That's
and turning them over to the Alliance, only to get double crossed by the Garrison guy.
Blue Hand Men.
And this is the first appearance of the men with blue hands.
I thought it was the
Yes, I
second.
do with
It's the
hands of
second.
blue, right?
Oh, second.
They were
Second.
at the end of an
Oh,
episode.
right. No, yeah.
Yeah.
Second
2 by
one.
2 hands of blue.
Uh-huh.
Did you enjoy it?
Oh yeah, I love this episode.
I mean,
I love all the episodes.
I love a good heist movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Deep Space
Yeah,
Nine's
okay.
heist in season 7. It's
Yes.
just brilliant. It really
Well, they're going
is.
to go bust the casino. I
Yeah.
mean, come on.
And it's good, and it's a lovely little send off. It's a case of right, indeed, that he sings a song which ends up with "You ain't seen nothing yet." It's a send off to ordinary Deep Space Nine. the next 10 parts are the end of it.
Well, did you notice something in this episode, though?
Well, go on. I'll tell you if I did
Inara
or not.
had to go in for her yearly checkup.
Yes, fair enough.
When she came back, Kaylee asked her pointedly, "How was it?" And she went, "Same as last year."
Right.
Yeah,
Usual.
but she's
What
been
needles
able to
and
take
gold tapes or
clients. So one assumes she's passed.
Well, yes, because
Not
what she has, I don't
transmissible
think is transmitted like that.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
Still lethal, but
Mhm.
it's not transmissible, right? So
Wait,
whatever
was
yeah.
she
killing
the
her-
shield?
Yes.
I
That's
thought it was a
what they were
companion, just a
getting at.
basic
That's what they were
companion
playing
checkup.
at all first season. They were going to explore it more in second season, but well, we never got that.
Does it
Never
explain
got-
why Mal was having an injection in Serenity? Phil.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I've completely missed this whole subtext.
So have I. So have I.
Oh yeah. If you look back when
Dog.
in Out of Gas,
Yeah.
she's sitting with Simon, and he's going on about how he doesn't want to die like this,
Yeah.
and Inara's like, "I don't want to die at all."
Yes.
Then another thing,
Has this been confirmed by Whedon?
yes,
Then fair enough. Cat's ass.
Right.
Cat ass.
cat ass, only on OnlyFans.
Cat's the only one that ever gets his Spartan script right. Fucking amazing.
And
always
what a
misses-
spot it
Cat's
is.
Never misses
comedic
a
timing
cue.
is incredible.
Never misses a cue. My on respect for that.
Never
creature.
act with kids or animals. I'm just saying.
And I have to
Let me
work
see
with
if yours
both.
is
Look
right.
at them. Ah, dear.
Yeah.
Right.
Animal kids.
Dr. Sinister, what did you
Bunch of
make of
young
this?
Yeah, so this is the episode that I really remember from the first time I watched this, and I did enjoy this one. I don't know whether it's expressly stated in the series, but apparently the reason River slashed Jane is because of the Blue Sun logo
Right. Okay.
on his shirt. I can't find my Blue Sun hat, but apparently this is like the mega corporation that's allegedly behind everything.
Okay, that's interesting.
He looks better in red. Yeah.
I remember reading that somewhere that's why she wasn't attacking him, she was attacking the shirt, the logo. Anyway,
Good.
I liked this episode. The only thing is the Medivac, the hospital fly thing, which is clearly based off of an old Hind helicopter, looked a bit cheap.
Up
Well, they
close,
did
yeah,
find
right.
it in a junkyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that's clearly what they've done is they found an old MIL 24 chassis and painted it white. Anyway, I like the Men in Blue. You know the thing they had. Has anyone ever seen The Invaders?
Yes.
How did the Invaders tend to kill people?
Oh, I can't remember. I do
Gruesome.
know there was something about the fingers.
With
They
the
had a little device that would give you a
Yeah.
cerebral hemorrhage.
It would make your thing bleed, right? But it would come out
Yeah,
the ears,
and I was
right?
thinking,
Yeah.
and I was thinking that device that the blue-handed people had reminded me of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ultrasound will do that.
Yeah.
Will it?
That was it. They were
Yeah.
killing you with sonic attacks, right?
Why? So, which begs the question, of course, why aren't the blue hand guys affected by it?
Directional.
What's going on with them? Right. It must be directional because it's a directed sonic
Seriously,
attack, right?
if you
In
hadn't
short
put
range.
all that bloody money into getting to the moon because you want to start a war on the moon with the bloody Moonites, all right, you could have funneled
Or-
it into bloody
Who do you
research
think
into
has been keeping that
Sonics.
stuff at the CIA? At
The
all
other thing-
the American embassies. He's
The
been
other
doing
thing I was
research.
Oh, it's him.
The other thing I was going to say was maybe they're not human.
No, this is expressly they do not have aliens in it
It's Red Dwarf all over again,
Okay,
where they
at
have
all.
anything but aliens.
so maybe they've been modified so this thing doesn't affect them.
That could be, or it could just be directional.
Okay,
Not directional.
all right.
Directed ultrasound.
Because
Yeah, I'm
doesn't it?
thinking directed.
Okay, I was just thinking of the scene multiple people in that room get killed by it, but I guess if they're all on, yeah, okay, fair enough.
What about
Maybe it's
earplugs?
direct-
Rock Bandit or whatever. Think Dune, right?
Earmuffs?
The weirding module.
Yeah,
They've got one
yeah,
that's
yeah,
sort of an AOE and one that's a point attack and all that, right? So
Yeah.
it's like
Mhm.
that.
okay, yeah.
Basically, it's a mini weirding module.
But I like this episode because we didn't have so much violin music, and
As
we're
opposed-
we're not on some backwater Wild Westy type planet, which has its place. But this was, like you say, this was a change in scene. It was nice. I liked it. And I like the fact that they're going to go and steal this medicine and make lots of money. But they also say, the outer planets could do with some of this stuff as well. So there is a degree of altruism there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have to have a
They're gonna
buyer
sell
if you're
it
going to
on
steal
the
it.
outer planets, right? Because that's where they'll get the best price. Yeah.
So yeah, I think this along with Out of Gas, probably my two favourites so far.
This is excellent news. Oh, by the way, talking of that, has anybody got any news at all from any of the levels in Flashing Blade House?
That is a Rogue Cyberman on level 4 controller.
I can't help it. For me, that's just one of the funniest bloody things going. Because it is that bad in the series. Oh, Doctor Who fans, they laugh at some very strange things.
Oh, did you see the news article about the Doctor Who fans and the Star Wars fans that got into a fight?
That wasn't real.
I don't care. It's almost real.
It
Could be real.
It wasn't real. It's fake. It was a bit like a Daily Mash or News Thump or Onion sort of story.
I still want to see the fight.
I still want to see the fight. Yeah.
They've got longer sticks than we've got.
It's okay.
Just saying.
And beating each other with lightsaber hilts and sonic screwdrivers, just flailing on each other ineffectually, screaming.
If the Doctor Who fans would have had any sense at all and knew their programme, they'd either turn around and offer a cup of tea to the Star Wars fans or just turn around and go.
What they would have done, the Doctor Who fans talking to the Star Wars fans, is they would have said, why don't we all just do what we should have done at the beginning and just start talking?
Oh, you see? Talking of which, a long time ago, well, it was actually a long, long time ago. Anybody got any idea on those lyrics yet?
Didn't we
The
already
Man Who Sold the World,
give you the man who sold the world?
John Hurt, 1984.
No,
There you have it.
no. We've established it is not John Hurt and 1984. There is a
Nirvana,
very,
1992.
very easy link with tonight's episode. Use Occam's razor. That's all you got to do.
I shaved with Occam's razor, but I
I need to shave later, so I may use Occam's
A
razor.
little bit under here, maybe.
Spanky, do you want to talk about Firefly?
I would love to talk about
Go on,
Firefly. I will specifically talk about Jane in
Oh,
Firefly this time because I mentioned before that Jane is a creature brought up sort of with his own moral code, right? But he's true to it typically, but betraying people to him is only okay in the moral code if they're not family. Where Jane screws up in this episode is he didn't understand that Mal had made them family. And so in Jane's mind, they're not family, and what he did was okay. He never would have done it had he really understood, I think, what was going on. And that's why he says there at the end, right, when he's in the airlock, just, think of something to tell him. Don't let him know what I did. Because he's actually ashamed of his actions once he realizes that they are crew or family, right?
well, again, it points to the line again in Serenity where Jane says he actually really thinks a lot of the way Simon looks after River, but she's still a Fruit Loop who
Yes.
beat him into a tiny little pulp. Sorry,
Beat him into a pulp. Yeah, several times, actually, right?
it's Wash's reaction to that. That just makes me laugh. Tell us again the bit about.
When itty bitty girl beat Jane to a pulp, yeah. So, but that's he is a complicated character when you think
He
about
is.
it.
You're
He does have
right.
this complicated moral code, but he more than any of them actually compromises less on his code than any of the rest of them. Mal compromises himself all the fucking time. But
So wait,
Jane
are you saying
never
Jane is a complicated man that no one understands but his woman?
Yes, I am. There
I
you have it.
also would like to say that, following on from what Spanky has said, has made me think that possibly Jane is the one that's truest to themselves.
Yes, that's where I was headed. Out of all of them, it seems Jane really is the truest to himself out of all of them.
That is a very interesting point. It's a shame there isn't enough Firefly to see what happens with that.
I know, right? I would love to see more development of that. 'Cause he's my favorite character in the series. Honestly,
can understand
Jane
that.
is my favorite. Yeah.
Oh, talking about which, when,
That's who I would be if I was stuck in that situation.
Talking of favourite characters, my favourite character is the shepherd. Now, did I miss a
Yeah, I
line?
like the shepherd a
Where
lot.
was he in this episode? We didn't see him.
Monastery.
Yeah, he was at he was doing a retreat
Uh,
in a
I
monastery.
must have missed that line. Okay.
was quite
You got
useful
off on
because
tomorrow.
Inora can go off on she's with a client, and you know, so if she has to be written out for a show, again, same with book. You know,
Bug
there's
her off for
reasons
an
to write them
episode,
off the
right?
ship, where the others it's slightly more difficult.
Well, River and company are stuck there. You know, River and his sister. So, and the captain Mal has to be there. So does Wash and his lovely, lovely wife, his warrior woman wife. But Jane has nowhere else to go really.
No, he doesn't. He sold out the last people he worked with.
Well,
So he's probably sold out a
for
bunch
his
of
own room in more than 7%.
Yeah, exactly. His own
Who
room.
wouldn't?
people. Yeah, right. Exactly.
I mean, if somebody gave me more than 7% now in my own room,
Ichi, Ichi,
Ichiban. Auntie says hi, Ichi. He's like,
Dougie.
hey, what's up,
little ducky. Sorry.
Ichiban? Psst. Yeah, he's been like hiding in the corner where his brother used to lay down. He's like,
Oh,
he
bless
just
him.
sits down there and he's like, "Where's Ghost, man?"
Has
Sorry,
he not
bro.
clicked yet?
Oh no, I'm sure he associates the, he knows what's up, but
Bless
he's
him.
just not over it yet.
Well, no, quite
It'll take a while.
understandably. God knows what I'm going to do when I lose Trixie. It's going to
When
break
Yo-Yo
me.
died, he didn't
Utterly
eat for
break
2
me.
weeks when Yo-Yo died. They were real close, so it's like, he's not that bad now, but like, he hasn't touched the food. Like, he'll only eat like treats off your plate or something. He'll eat a little bit of that, but that's it. So I'm like, dude, come on, man, come on.
So, I think we can cheerfully say we all enjoyed Firefly.
yes.
What's next week's episode, Brian?
Um,
I
You
would
know,
ask
I'm
Retta,
happy
but
to-
she's not here. She's too busy blowing her nose.
well,
No.
noses are important.
No. Women, no. When women get ill, they get ill. All right, you lot. I got paid
You
for
know, it's the end of the
cards.
world. Oh, war stories.
I've got to try and find my hat for that. I've
I'm
got
not
to
sure if it's this one or the message.
Well, I've still got to
has
try and find my hat. So
Well, yeah.
sorry, Andrew.
Because
The way
it's a-
you're doing that, it looks like you're pushing your fingers into one eye and the other eye's about to pop out. It's
It
quite-
is
quite-
allergy season, you know.
Yes, yes. Well, as I've mentioned to you, I've been bitten by mosquitoes, and for some reason, past couple of years, my body's not handling it, and I've just got this big infection down here, which itches like hell. Hates me. That's what it does. That's why I'm constantly doing
Yeah,
this.
war stories
itching.
is next.
All right, so that's that. Now, yeah. We are now going to look at a classic episode of Out of the Unknown.
Uh-huh.
However,
Not the one we watched then.
I already know in advance about the others. What happens is they're all living in this machine. Mankind has retreated beneath the surface and living in the machine. There's little pockets of people on the surface, but how can man live? And the machine serves all their needs. They don't even have to walk. As a result, they're physically very, very weak. And it's all about having ideas, new ideas. Things bore them. They're also rather snobby, if I'm honest with you. And I love the fact that they've got a train stop in Devon. Devon to Australia. What? It's the machine stops. There is as is always in these things, there is one lad who bucks the norm, wants to see outside, and does so, and then his prediction that the machine will one day stop comes true, and that could well mean the end of humanity, apart from those on the surface. So, let us move to Dr. Sinister.
Oh, me.
Yes,
hello.
you. Hello.
Right, I'm quite sure. I looked this up, and it was written in 1928, the original story.
Yep.
And I'm quite positive that when this was written, this was new and groundbreaking and interesting and had lots of ideas. The problem is, for me, there was nothing new here. I have seen this a million times before.
That's the problem I've got with Future Historians and our show. You know, it's not different enough. Again, you know, they're used to this now. Shock value's worn off the flashing blade.
Well, the thing is, with Future Historians, we started it out, so we're the original. So they can look and see how the genre has, expanded.
Yeah,
This is
from
where it
us.
began, right?
Right.
That's
Yeah,
the only reason we have any relevance.
So basically, I'm not familiar with this original story. It was a novel or a short story or something. But as soon as this started, I knew where this was going.
Fair enough.
And I have to say, I think, as is the case with many of these Out of the Unknowns. By the way, new theme tune for season 2. I noticed they've changed.
It's the same. I mentioned this last week. It's the same tune. It's just been spruced.
Yeah, it's got an orchestral piece to it. Anyway, I think the ambition was too much for this show. They couldn't. What's the words I'm searching for?
I thought, whilst you think about that, I thought that the spinning lid of the exit tube, I thought that was really well done.
That was the best bit, but the rest of it looked a bit. It was clearly, they
Riverside
didn't really have
Studios.
They didn't have the budget to do it properly. I didn't feel sympathetic towards either of the characters.
No,
Kuno was an arse.
Yep.
The woman was just a
Even
bitch.
more so. Yeah. Well, they're not really supposed to have family relationships, are they? They're taken away from birth and whatever.
And
Right.
I mean, I get that he supposedly lived on the other side of the planet, but they clearly just used the same set over and over again. And I liked aspects of the set. I liked the sort of the breathing of the machine. It was kind of like a.
That was cool, right?
I got to say though, as much as I like living in the future, if I lived in that room, I'd probably want to leave because although it does everything for you, talk about boring.
Welcome to my world.
Horribly boring room, right?
He gets out onto the planet and he sees this girl and he walks around a bit, and his description of it to his mother was better than the scenes we actually saw because we just saw a bit of grass.
He's run out of steam on this. I mean, you're trying. You've been trying so hard.
As I said in my post earlier, I don't know about the machine stopped, but I was glad when the episode stopped.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I do appreciate you trying to look at the highlights, the positives of that, even though you weren't. The effort was appreciated. Let's put it that way. Spanky.
Yes, ma'am. Let's see. There was a lot to like. There were some things not to like. I like his idea of exercising was he had to learn to basically bench press a pillow.
Yes.
That was funny. That's good. And, they had wasted themselves down. This is a common science fiction trope too, right? The whole in the future people are so wasted.
I've not actually seen that trope that much.
Really? How about in Wall-E?
Wall-E.
Yeah, that was
I
the
haven't
most
seen that.
easiest one to bring up. Yeah.
I've not seen it.
Yeah, people are so wasted in the future. I really like that he's denied the
Right now.
opportunity to breed because he's too muscular.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
epic. That was good. That was great. You have an unsightly amount of muscle mass. You're not allowed to breed.
To
You
some
could make
extent,
the
it
bigger
reminds
baby.
me. It does remind me of the Sex Olympics. Certainly, because anyway, it's eugenics.
The dystopian
You know,
future, yeah.
yeah.
They're doing all kinds of weird stuff to the species in the name of trying to have an easier life and eventually our
Progress
laziness
in the
becomes-
name of progress.
Right. In the name of making things easier for us. We
Oh, for the love
always end up
stories.
killing ourselves. Well, that's the that's the hidden message, right? Is that we get lazier and lazier as time goes because we have machines doing more and more for us, and so we're eventually undone by our own sloth, basically. Like, I think that's a
I
little bit right
can
as a message.
see that happening.
Yeah, and I
It's-
think
it's- the
before that
danger of
happens,
that
we'll,
is
we'll
still
implode as
there,
a society long
I
before
think.
then, just because we are led by the stupidest among us.
Are you
We're
going to
not
let
led by our
Elon Musk
smartest,
put
we
a
are
chip
led
in
by our
your head?
stupidest.
So are you saying that we're an idiocracy now?
Yes,
That's a good way
this
of
is the
putting it.
idiocracy. This is the idiocracy. We live it now. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Trump, all those, yes, Gates.
We've got them over here
all
as
of
well.
them. Yeah,
Nadine
you guys
Dorries.
you guys have a ton of them, right? They're all over the world.
They're all over the place, yep.
They
It's
run the world.
a
The stupid
deliberate
people run the
stupid. I
world.
sometimes think it's deliberate stupidity.
It is. It's
I
deliberate
play-
stupidity.
I-
It's people who refuse to think about anything they do. They just do the dumbest fucking thing. They
I
can think
blame
of or
reality
do.
TV. Reality
part of it.
TV has introduced the cult of the stupid,
Oh,
where
yes.
it's better to be, wearing fashionable clothes, and
Mhm.
it's actually desirable for people to have either no opinion or a ridiculous opinion.
Jersey Shore, right? To be an
And
utter moron as long as you look
the
good.
example I would give in the UK is Jade Goody.
Careful. A lot of people loved her, and she
I
died
know.
tragically.
I'm not okay. So yes, she died tragically, but
She was lauded for being stupid.
she was lauded for being stupid. I won't say any more because it is very sad the way that she died. But I have to say, I think she is the epitome of this phenomenon.
Nikki Graham, another Big Brother contestant, the Who Is She woman. No, totally agree with you. I've said for a long time now that we're living in the age of stupid. You got it right, Brian. You really did. And that's cheerful, isn't it?
I work IT. I see it every day.
It's very frustrating. It
Steve.
means I can't get a decent conversation out of most people. It's that's why I enjoy these weekends. I get to sort of sit here and feel superior. I made a funny. Yeah. By the way, in case you're wondering why I'm looking this way, it's because that's where my main monitor is. And so I've got their pictures there. And so I'm looking at them. That's 120 shows. I'm finally explaining that. Oh, I've got to change my monitor's background. That's something I've got to do. Which means that the edges won't be cut off the stream. Long
Can I
story,
give you a
Brian.
fun fact for Jade Goody?
Just
When she died, she received over 600 tributes to her, which was more than Patrick Swayze, Farrah Fawcett, or Michael Jackson received, and they all died that year as well, in 2009. So she got more than any of them. Talk about-
She was very
that's
much a
just
national
fucking weird.
figure in a very strange way.
Not so much over here, though.
I
but,
mean,
like,
she was loved, and then she was hated for racist remarks, and then
That's the roller coaster of stupid, right?
said, then she had cancer.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You're
basically.
led by the stupid of us. Here's my theory on this. Because people get stupider in groups, right?
Yes.
This is why we're getting stupider, and we're helping. The internet essentially allows people to be in very large groups by, connecting with these little chat rooms and their stupid 4chan and 8chan and shit like that, where they get in there and basically in Discord groups and just, feed off each other's prejudices. If you can imagine a group of like 100 people being dumb enough to set fire to a police station, perhaps, what would a group of, 100,000, how stupid would they be? Hence 4chan. What would a group of like a couple
Hence
billion
January
do?
the 6th.
January 6th, right there, or worse. Hence
Worse,
anti-vaxxers
the other day
and
in
all of
Buffalo.
that. Like, yeah, I mean, just that's where we're going to, because now we've connected everyone on the world. They can all talk to each other, or at least leave
The trouble with
great pithy little messages for each other.
I've
stupid is snowballing.
said this to you guys before. The internet, it shows the real person. They think they can get away with saying whatever shit they would never say in real life,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
Man, high
but
hopes for it
because
makes
there's
them
that
out.
monitor between you,
Mhm.
it's as if it's okay.
Keyboard
Yeah,
warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. There's a
Keyboard
ton
tough
of those,
guys.
right? Big tough guys on the keyboards. But worse than that even isn't that they're so tough on the keyboard. It's just that they they pander to the lowest common denominator, what they think the lowest common denominator is. They're always creating a new low. So, the gutter's not low enough. What's below that? Now we're below that. Now we're below that. Like, we've connected all the stupid in the world, and unfortunately, we've created like a giant,
Stupidity.
big marshmallow monster of stupid that's destroying New York, and we don't have the Ghostbusters to cook it, unfortunately. This is how the world dies, not in a bang or a whimper, but in a cry of...
Not with a bank, but with a wimpy.
Yeah, of something like, no, we won't go to Jews, or whatever those guys were yelling, or, fucking some those...
Oh, no, those idiots down in Charlestown.
Yeah, in Charlestown, they were yelling something about Jews.
Charleston, when they were
not
doing
gonna
the
get replaced or some stupid
rally.
shit like that. Yeah, or, or vaccines are poison. Really? Are you guys that stupid? Honestly? Because your parents kept you alive with them. Why won't you vaccinate your own kids?
I would be okay if there was a virus that instantly killed anyone not vaccinated against it. However,
Sinister, you know what question to ask.
Here's the thing. Anti-vaxxers, they are alive because their parents got them vaccinated, and they married and reproduced, but the way they're removing themselves from the gene pool is by not vaccinating their own children. So they're killing their own children, so they are removing their genetic material from the gene pool, just, unfortunately, because they're so stupid, they don't kill themselves, they kill someone else. Wow.
So,
crazy.
Brian, if one day in your laboratory,
yes,
all right, you came up with a disease, a virus,
Your
one
laboratory.
so infectious and contagious, it would wipe out all stupid people in the world and prevent any more from being born, would you allow its use?
I welcome the cockroach overlords and whatever else may evolve to replace us all.
Oh, right,
could
okay,
release
so
a
you want to go
virus
to the
that
whole
would
of
kill.
humanity, not just the stupid.
Let them go.
That's-
We had a good run. It's time to
There you
go.
If I could release a virus
We
that would
fucked
kill
up
all
the
stupid
planet
people,
enough.
I would. Yeah. If I had a button I could push that would have the
See,
people
this
on
is-
the
this
planet,
is Sinister
I would
and
do
I-
this. Like that, like 3 times, really fucking fast. Even if I was in possibly one of the groups that got, nuked or whatever, I'd hit that button 3, maybe 4 times.
Jesus,
Harder
having
they
you,
could
when
press, I
you
could
were in
just-
the Marines, it must have been a fucking dangerous time for this planet. That's all I'm saying. Right, we drifted off topic a little bit, but it is nice that we ended up, talking about Out of the Unknown.
Is he?
Brian's yet to go, yeah?
Go, Brian.
The machine stops,
Yeah.
and so did this episode. Thank God.
That it?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Right.
Nothing grabbed me about this episode. I couldn't relate to any of it.
Not even the weird, strangely Oedipal relationship between the mother and the son. Come on.
Yeah, no. If I
That's
want to see
creepy,
that,
right?
there's porn channels I can
Sure,
watch
porn
that
channels.
on.
Good for you.
Yeah, I'm not really into this episode at all. It barely registered on that it was actually playing on my computer,
Fair enough.
and I was actively watching.
It's all right, you're allowed.
It's okay.
You can tell
Not for
someone-
everyone, it didn't connect. Next.
Thanks for trying.
There you
Basically.
go, right? Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's the end of the review section of the Flashing Blade
tell one
Live,
thing.
Series 1 and number 120.
I think you can tell when an actor or director does a really good job, actually, even when people hate something, because if they made you dislike it enough, you got emotionally invested enough to hate it.
Yeah.
They actually did a good job in,
Rose Tyler.
like the characters you hate and things.
Yes.
And stuff. Yes, if the actress is doing it really well, you hate the actress, but it's actually the character or whatever.
You hate the
They've done a
character,
good
not
job.
the actress.
Not the actress, exactly. And that's like, and then they've actually done their job, even if you think you hate it. It's just, no, you were supposed to hate the character, and so the writer and
So,
director. and
speaking
whole
of
crew
Rose
did-
Tyler.
Whoa. Sorry, I've got to put the buffers on Spanky because you're about to go off on a whole monologue. Just there.
What was it I was
So-
on? Right there.
So
I ended.
speaking of Rose Tyler,
Mhm.
aren't we getting a new one?
Yeah.
No.
It's
Sort
a
of.
Rose Tyler.
Elaborate,
No.
please.
Rose. Not Rose Tyler.
No, Rose Tyler.
Where does it say that, please?
In a couple articles that I saw her coming on as.
All right, okay. The BBC did not say Rose Tyler.
I think I saw it on Radio Times.
don't trust the Radio Times. The Radio Times, I'm afraid, used to be part of the BBC, then it got sold off, and now it's a pile of pants.
WhatToWatch.com. Which episode does Rose Tyler return? And I had forgotten all about Billy.
There's quite a
Concerning
few.
Holiday.
There's quite a few.
She was actually, I liked her as a companion.
No,
I think she's
second
a really
time round, the
actress,
relationship
really
with her and
beautiful woman.
Tennant, it was deliberately too smug because to make the ending of the series that bit
Billy
more.
Piper, that's it. She's a good actress.
Yes, she is.
And I think she.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
she's a
she
great
started off
actress.
as,
I'm
like, what
just
do you guys
upset
call
that she
them?
plays,
A
you
big
know,
street girl or
a
whatever,
hooker for a
One
majority.
at
She got
a
a break.
time. Stop talking over each other, you two.
I think
You
she got
don't
a
see
start as,
Sinister
like,
doing
big
that, do
street
you?
girl or something.
Do you see
Well, the
Sinister?
script
No.
doesn't say
No, you
for him
don't.
to speak now. It
Right.
says for us to speak
It
now.
says for me and him to do it, right?
OMNES
Yeah.
does not mean.
Hang on. To be fair, to our American colleagues, we had to go with a last-second script rewrite because Retta couldn't be here.
There is
Yeah,
that.
So,
there is that.
Brian, you've got lots of her lines, haven't you?
Yeah.
Spanky, you've got lots of her
Oh,
lines
half
as
of
well.
them, yeah.
Yeah, so, we had to split the lines out. We couldn't give them to me or you because they needed to be said by an American.
I can do American. Hey, I'm walking here. There you go. That's
We'll beat you for
American.
that
What
later.
the fuck was that?
We won't beat you for
Jeez,
that
there,
later.
boy! I just want to go
Oh my
and get
God.
yourself with a gun. That's an American.
Please don't do that.
All
Like,
right, just so
ever.
you, something American, yeah. Go pick a switch, woman.
That's the only two
Right.
American accents I can do.
Right. Brian now
Oh.
needs to do Dick Van Dyke to get his
Hang
revenge.
on a
Oh,
second.
blimey,
I
Mary
feel that
Poppins.
aneurysm coming on.
Blimey, Mary Poppins. Right, fucking, that's British, right?
Fair dues to Dick Van
Fuck
Dyke.
me.
He did apologise. You know, he didn't think it was his greatest moment. But I love Dick Van Dyke, and he's still going in his 90s. He's going into shops and dancing for
Awesome.
people. Oh,
He's
bless.
fantastic. Dick Van Dyke is amazing.
He's another one of,
Great.
if we lose
like
them, we're
Bob
that's
Hope. He's an
one step
institution.
closer to doomsday. Betty White's
Armageddon,
gone.
yeah.
Yeah,
When he
exactly.
dies, just like when Bob Hope dies, it's one of the signs of the apocalypse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we definitely can't lose Dick.
No.
Don't lose Dick.
Well
Right.
done,
Van
there,
Dyke.
Andrew. Yeah. So anyway, this Friday just gone, Dr. Sinister, who is, as we know, sat just over there. Let's have a quick check. Yep. Hello. Yeah, and myself, we finished watching The Sea Devils for you.
Dishevelled.
So episodes 5 and 6 of The Sea Devils with me and Sinister talking all over the top of them because there's no sound or picture. If I'm honest with you, you just have to hit play when on the DVD at the same time. Is out there. We're taking 2 weeks off. Because we always take a week off between stories, and also the following week since it's our wedding. So
You get
2
married
weeks
to
off. So
Sinister.
in 3 weeks, we'll be back with episodes 1 and 2 of Warriors of the Deep.
Yay.
Let's have a moment's silence.
F in chat, please. Yeah, we're doing this for you. I want you to know that. Do you hear me, hostess? We're doing this for you.
Just for you, Buster. Just for you.
Look at the end. Look, they're getting exercise,
Doing
reaching
it
for the
you,
boxes
little
all this
guy.
time.
Doing it for you.
Twinkies are healthy.
Just for Twinkie the Kid. Just for Twinkie the Kid.
Is that his name?
Yeah,
Yes.
Twinkie the Kid.
After Peter Pan and Spider-Man, my only other role model of note.
That's just brilliant. Twinkie the Kid. Oh, I didn't know that. I've learnt a new thing tonight. How fucking useless is that? Oh, dear. Right, so yeah, two fan
information will
dinosaurs up
save your
there.
life one day.
Back in 3 weeks with the first 2 episodes of Warriors of Deep. Next Saturday, the RPG. We're coming to the end of the Star Wars RPG, apparently, which probably means we're all going to die horribly.
The more horribly, the better.
Yep. And then we're going to be going on to, what did you call it? Not Starjammers. No, they're not the Starjammers.
Oh, jamming
Jammer.
ribs.
Sorry, Pearl Jammer.
Spell Jammer.
It's
What
a
he
riff
said.
jammer, actually, right? Yeah.
It's a port of Spelljammer to Savage
Looks
Worlds, so-
interesting. It does look interesting. I mean, I can't talk about the system because I haven't actually bothered to read anything Brian's posted.
Actually, the system is the same one we're using now.
Absolutely perfect then. In that case, all I've got to do is choose race and class.
Yes.
But like I say, I need to work on a voice first before I can work out anything else.
Okay.
I mean, I give you Captain Marmoset as an example. I give you Bibble Thruster
Yeah, I
as
still
an
don't
example.
know why you decided to play a monkey.
I just want there to be
All those
a
things.
hot pink bunny suit
Re-
in my future. And
Yes.
yours.
Retta in chat says it will be explosive.
Explosive?
Explosive, not explosive.
Ah,
but
the end of
explosive.
Star Wars. Yes, it's
see?
going to be.
Yes.
And they have a
There's
go
going
at
to
us
be a
about adding
kaboom,
letters
a
to
big
aluminium.
earth-shattering kaboom.
You have a go at us for adding letters to aluminium. Explosive. Dear Bod.
No, explosive. That's a different. It's not explosive. It's
Suddenly an
explosive.
explosion explodes. Sorry,
That's
I
like
take it
when your
you've...
exposition explodes.
I
No,
take,
no. It's an exhibition exploding, an expo.
An
Losive.
expo
It's going to be an implosive, explosive device.
So basically
That's-
what you're saying is the backblast backlash will bounce back and destroy everything.
Yes,
Thank you very
If
much.
you're lucky.
and there's going to be a beryllium sphere.
Oh, you have to have a beryllium sphere.
So next Saturday, I say Star Wars in the Battlestar Galactica universe. Don't ask.
You may actually get home.
What, in this one thing?
needs
That would be a
homes?
very, very quick
Not
wrap-up.
this episode.
I was
No.
gonna say-
Oh, God, no.
No, I was going to say.
I've got a
You
pair of
still have to
blasters.
steal a capital ship.
I'm happy. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, we're totally going to do that too.
Anyway, and then next Sunday is the Flashing Blade Series 1, episode 121. And what joyous things are we going to have next week? Ooh.
Bill.
Bill.
As Bill.
Yes, Bill is Bill.
No, no, that's her name, As Bill. All right, Paul Mackey, As Bill. There was a typo in the announcement on the telly,
Oh.
and so she became known as Bill.
Oh.
As Bill, huh?
So yes, we're looking at the pilot. Not an unearthly child, just to be clear. So that's good. Introduction of Bill Potts as a character I just love. I wish she'd had more time on the show. I wish Capaldi had had more
love
time on
Bill.
the show.
Bill's-
In fact, those
Bill's
three
brilliant.
together really worked so well. But yes, we're into Capaldi's last season next week. Sorry. No idea about the big finish. As usual, I won't find out probably until tomorrow when I get the reviewers newsletter, and then it'll probably be either Tuesday or Wednesday when I actually get access to the thing itself.
Actually, ever used our review?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't care.
What you-
Okay,
what
they
you
keep sending them
need-
to me. I will happily review them.
What you need is a quote of such magnitude they can't possibly fail to use it.
Yep. That would do it.
We'll work on that because that's going to need
Writers, you hear that?
sculpting.
Get on
All
it.
right. First of all,
So
Retta,
massive, so merciless, that it will live in,
in history. Oh wow. Right.
Will
First
the
of all,
future historians be quoting this?
no,
Yes.
because Retta can't spell
must.
tonight.
What?
She's done it again.
Dalek.
Dalek clack.
Clacka,
Yeah.
clacka.
Are we going to watch the Dalek movies? Do you want to watch the Dalek movies?
I'm done with that. They're on Prime.
Spanky, do you have access
Of course.
to the Doctor Who and the Dalek movies?
You
On
know, there's a
Prime.
riff tracks of one of them.
Yeah, there's
There
a
is,
riff
yes.
tracks. We should do like a riff tracks thing while watching a movie and like just
Uh,
you know.
I
Sin,
don't know what a riff tracks is.
Sin, do you want to do the do you want to do the films?
Mystery Science
fine.
Theater 3000. Have
What's
you
a
ever
riff
seen
track?
that?
Oh, it's
I have.
basically
Mystery Science-
essentially what
okay,
we
that's
do
the
with
same
two
thing.
fan dinosaurs.
Okay.
Watch the thing
Only
and
done
riff
by
on
others
it while you're
who
doing it,
get
yeah.
paid for it, and we watch them do it.
Yeah, the
It'd be nice
whole
if we could
getting
get
paid
paid
for
for
it
it,
would be
but, you
lovely,
know.
wouldn't it, hostess?
And would be lovely.
All it takes is a
Even-
Twinkie box.
Just
Yeah.
pay me in Twinkies.
Well, an ongoing
Go
supply.
work for Twinkies.
I'm going to build a nuclear shelter out of them.
Twinkies.
That'll work.
Go work for Twinkies. This
That
is
would
my
work.
erogenous
It
zone.
would.
The Twinkie.
So no idea
They'll
about the big
preserve
finish.
you for a while.
Okay, boys, listen. Would
Yes.
you, instead of doing Big Finish next week, well, look, pick one to replace: Firefly, Out of the Unknown, or Big Finish, and we will
The
do.
unknown.
I knew he was going to say
Wow.
And we'll do the Dalek movies instead. It's more
that. Both
work.
of them,
It's more work,
only one at a time.
but that means we won't be doing Out of the Unknown for at least 2 weeks.
Oh dear.
Oh, not that. No.
I've just
yeah.
uploaded it for you as well, you gits.
Don't throw me into that briar patch.
Dr. Sinister, good pull for Songs of the South, man. That was right on time.
Right. Okay. Hatred rising. Um.
I'll allow it. Yeah.
Well, to be honest, it's only fair that we do the Dalek movies because Bernard Cribbins is in one of them.
Damn
Yeah.
straight. And they are most exciting.
They are in Technicolor.
I mean,
jazz.
admittedly, in the middle they're a bit
Technicolor.
soft. The centre's a bit soft, but you know, it's cool. And then, of
It's-
course, you got
So
Man
you're
with
saying
Cat.
it's kind of like a Hostess Twinkie?
Didn't we? Right, I
Well,
am.
nice, delicious
I-
sauce
I-
center. Yeah.
Did we not actually do a live reaction for these films
We did.
with Eddie?
Really?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that's out there
We
on
could-
YouTube.
We
as
can
well.
do it again. We have more people now.
No. It takes far too much effort and getting people.
I
It's
like the
herding
live
kittens.
reaction thing is good.
But we've
The last time we
we've
tried a live
already
reaction,
done it though.
it
That's
was
the
with-
thing.
The last time we tried a live reaction, it was the last episode of Blake 7. It didn't go well.
Oh yeah, I remember. That was fun.
Yes, it didn't go at all well. Thank you, my internet. Oh dear.
Rex has written
That was
ho-
a
ho-
hoot.
Hot S.
hashtag ho-
Hottest.
Hot S.
The hottest.
You forgot an S there.
Mm-hmm.
She's not
Alright.
feeling well.
Alright.
Sure, her
I'm
typing
terribly
is
sorry,
down.
but you're going on and on and on at us
Hashtag
about
hostess.
the English language, and you're being let down. That's all I'm saying. Your crowd,
Hang
your
on.
home crowd, are letting you down.
Stop, or she'll come back. Shush.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, shh. Right.
Yeah, we don't like that happening
Can't
now, do
take
we?
another
Well, if we
discipline.
do, well, we do, but we want her to be having a go at the boys down there rather than us. So
Not gonna happen this time.
There's a bit of a north-south divide, isn't there, going on?
there is a
today?
very
Look at
much a
it, look
north-south
at that.
divide.
East-west.
This
Well,
right
no,
here,
no,
that's
East
yes.
west.
Northwesty,
where
by
I'm
south.
sitting.
You
It's
know, somewhere in the
Dogger Bank
Atlantic Front.
14, rising slowly. Right, okay. So we're doing. What are we gonna do? We're gonna do both Dalek movies, or are we?
One,
Let's just do one
One-
Dalek movie.
Oh, right.
One-
So
one.
next week, the pilot.
That's totally like the Mason-Dixon line there, isn't it?
Shush.
Like, just
Silence!
saying.
Silence, sausage.
well, hang on. We cannot do not a live reaction with the five of us. I don't know whether that means we can do one or whether that means we can't do one. I'm not
I
sure.
think we've got to the point
was.
now we need to just excuse her typos. She isn't well. Bless her. Oh,
It's
dear.
because he's sick. Yeah.
We will be looking at Doctor and the Daleks, the film.
Not,
Big
I'll be
Finish.
looking at the Doctor Who and the Daleks riff tracks.
Well,
Oh,
you're
yes.
welcome to. Or
I've already done this.
alternatively, you can go back on the YouTube channel and look at our live reactions to the Dalek films. She's given up on
Just to
Jesus.
remind myself what I said last time.
Oh,
Don't! He hasn't
seen
given
the-
up on you.
she's seen the light. She's found atheism.
Yay!
The thing is, she's going to break her monitor. Right. Well, like I say, I don't know what the big finish is going to be this week. Doctor and the Daleks, the pilot, and Firefly episode. You've got mail or whatever it is. Yeah. So there we go. Notice they didn't cut Firefly out. Oh no. Straight to Out of the Unknown, the one that I really enjoy. Just saying. And can I just say these words to you, gentlemen, in this order? Why do not the doors close? Thank you very much. Thank you.
Why do not the doors close? It's a difficult question.
Well, there we go. It's a thing.
No
So,
complications.
yes. What was I going to say? Okay, last chance on the song lyrics. The most obvious thing, possible link they could have to the Flashing Blade tonight.
I know.
Yes.
Just worked it out.
Go on.
Just worked it out.
Come on,
You got it?
You know how my brain works. So come on.
It's devious. It's devious. It's John Hurt from 1984.
John Hurt from 1984.
I thought you'd actually got it. Right, I give in. It's quite simple. I tried to make this the simplest possible one it could ever possibly be.
So it is John Hurt, 1984.
No! No, it isn't. The link between the lyrics and tonight's show is the fact that those are the lyrics that I used on tonight's show.
What?
That's the link.
Is
The link
this-
with the show is the fact
this
they're on the
like-
show. That's it.
Is
That's
this
it.
like-
Have you been smoking cannabis again?
Yes,
Hang on.
always.
It's-
Smoking
it's-
cat.
That explains it. Okay, yeah. So it was John Hurt,
Right.
1984.
This is the same as River Song being named after River Song.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Just saying, yeah.
I've often
Hey,
asked
ate her
that.
stash again, and she's been smoking what she's found laying around in the cat box.
Barney the Dinosaur, that's
Remember
another
that happened
religion.
before? Yeah.
That was a religion in Star Wars Galaxies, run by Tommy Atkins, not the horrible racist one. Yes, he used to run everywhere on PvP battles. He'd run around the field blessing people who were dying, and it was great fun. In fact, he officiated in the official church of Barney in Jelamet in Tatooine. He officiated at my friend Chisel's wedding. I was best man for that. My character was a man.
Chisel.
I
Not the sharpest tool in the box, I heard.
I think he's before your time. I do think so. Yeah, he's part of the old Jelamat.
Well, Jesus, take the keyboard.
Please, Jesus, take the keyboard.
Those were good days. They really were good days. Utter waste of time, but good days. Ah, dear. So, Dr. Sinister.
Hello.
Hello. What are you doing next week?
Working.
The dinosaur.
Anything else?
Working. Then I got a week off after that because we've got 2 bank holidays, and I thought I'd take the whole week off. So I am.
Only
Oh,
2
we have
bank
Memorial Day
holidays.
coming up.
Oh, yeah, well, then we've got 4 bank holidays in June, haven't we?
Veterans Day or something, right? Armed
You've got
Services Day or
Thursday and
some shit.
Friday off.
Remembrance Day.
The Jubilee thingy.
Yeah, no, I think this is this spring bank holiday? I think it is, isn't it? Or is, because you got May Day bank holiday, then I think you got the spring bank holiday. I don't know. When I was a kid, I always used to know because that was the day of school, but I couldn't remember now. Oh Lord, I don't know why we're having 2 days off. That's interesting.
Because the Queen is still alive.
Well, the Jubilee thing's not till June.
Yeah, that's the end of next week.
Well, the Jubilee itself next week.
June the 2nd and 3rd are the days we've got off.
But I say again, that's only 2 days instead of the 4.
I don't know where you're getting 4 from.
It's supposed to be 4 days, a 4-day bank holiday.
Don't know about that.
Try Googling it, see what comes up. I'm now very puzzled. Brian, what are you doing next week?
Working, taking Friday off. Oh no, not this Friday. Friday after
Oh,
next.
I was going to say to you and Retta, hopefully who's still in chat, and Spanky Pants down there. Do you fancy doing more City of Heroes on Friday evening?
Yeah, sure.
Friday evening may be a bit tough, but I can see what I can manage.
Work something out.
It's one of those. I get home from work and I want to die.
Totally get you. totally get you. If you do, great. If not, me, Spanky, and Retta will.
Okay.
And we can get a character up a little bit level. Or if you like Retta, just come on with me at some stage and I'll power level you to 50.
Ping me
on a character.
and I'll
Don't get power leveled.
come in when I can.
I agree with Spanky. Admittedly, you're not learning how to play the character that way, but as Brian was saying last night, get one level 50 character.
Yeah, well, there's that.
Get one level 50 so that she can do level 50 content with us and
Farm
not,
with that one,
feel
right?
burdened.
Keep your little tunes and influence, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get 150. That one pays for all the rest of the
However,
tunes. to
that
have
means I've now got to go in and have a test run of farming because I've forgotten how to play the character. It was good fun last night. It really was. I was shocked at the state of a lot of my characters. The fact they didn't have any enhancements. most of them.
Debbie.
Obviously, I was working.
No, that
on
was
this.
what Auntie does. In City Heroes, she would play up her tunes, but she never enhanced them, so everybody has to carry her ass on all of our adventures. Auntie.
Though, to be
Party
fair,
match.
I do tend to just use
Party
a couple of
albatross.
tunes that are fully slotted. I'm just saying. Tonky, for example, or indeed Nut Bunnies, as we were having last night with my tentacles.
Let Poem Rhyme and the Ancient Mariner. There's a gamer version.
So what do you do next week, Spanks? Just saying what Red is doing.
I don't know. Damn, brain just blew a fuse right there. No, actually, I am doing almost nothing. Reading comic books, that's my big thing. And that's
Well, if you
probably
want to
gonna
play
be the
some
majority
City
of it.
Heroes during the week, just yell at me.
Yeah.
Because I have
What
nothing.
are you using to read comic books with?
His eyes.
I am doing it through Comixology, actually.
I thought that was funny.
got that.
Oh, I thought
and
you
with
signed up
the-
for like DC Universe where you can get.
Oh no, I was.
Why
thinking
would
about
anybody
that.
sign up for DC stuff?
Well, no,
Because DC Universe, the online thing, allows you to read their entire past
their entire
catalog.
thing, yeah.
And Marvel?
Marvel doesn't have one.
Marvel doesn't do that. Yeah, well, DC does it. Like if you have your HBO subscription, whatever, don't they give you a link to their comics or something like that? I haven't explored
I'm not
that, but
sure.
One of them does
I know Marvel has an
They're-
app.
because you're supposed
I
to.
used to have DC Universe until
yeah,
they switched over to HBO Max.
until they went to HBO Max, right? Then I dropped DC Universe, bought the HBO Max subscription, and now you're supposed to still have the DC Universe access. So if you want to go in and get the comics, you still can, supposedly, but I haven't tried it. So
They're being
Oh,
American
but-
again.
that's the idea.
Because I was going to say,
Yeah.
if you want a good read, try the Roy Thomas All-Star Squadrons.
It's DC.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
sorry, it's
still,
DC.
it's World War II, it's Golden Age stuff. So
It would be Golden Age
That's not
stuff.
my thing. Now, if you want
Oh,
a
Joel, what's
decent,
the one?
wartime comic strip, you want Charlie's War. It's a British comic strip, and it's brutal. Charlie's War. You might remember that, Sin.
I remember
I've heard
the
of it and read it.
the Avengers storyline where the guy comes from the alternate dimension or whatever, and they're like, big threat coming. They jump on him and fight, and the guy the whole time is like, no, stop, wait, and turns out they kill the big bad from the other dimension, and actually he was there trying to save them, and they kind of damned themselves, and in that one they were actually the bad guys, and I was like, that's really good writing for an Avengers comic back in the 70s.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember
well,
which
I
one that
mean,
is.
I
I
don't
would
remember
definitely
what
read
it was.
Invaders
Okay.
if I could get it. I mean, if Marvel had a service like DC,
Marvel would-
DC
Well, I
does,
know they have a comics app that you get a paid subscription to, but I don't know what the archive's like on it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I want to see. I want everything that they've published for free. On
Yeah,
it, like
Comixology
DC.
is actually kind of stingy about
Granted,
it. They
they're
don't
like
let you
a
have access
month
to
or
a
two
lot, but-
behind, but
Yeah.
you eventually get it.
Right.
Right.
Just want to say
But
to
there's stuff between
hostess,
that and
don't worry
Amazon
about the
stuff that
Twinkies. Send
I can
me an
do.
iPad. All right. Auntie needs an iPad. Send her an iPad.
We're cheaper. Just send us Twinkies.
And Twinkies, to be fair.
Well, hey, look, I may have some good morals and stuff, but I will do some sketchy shit for a free T-shirt and some
Bunch of
Twinkies.
Yeah, and Twinkies and T-shirts, right? For T-shirts, yeah,
So,
we would do things.
what
Things
am I
would
doing
go.
next week?
We're just saying.
Fuck all. Thursday, they're coming to cut the trees down, and I'm going to be very sad.
Supposedly.
Yes, supposedly. I am going to be very, very sad about this because they're magnificent trees. If you follow me on Facebook, I just put a photo up of them. And I will be putting the after pick up on Thursday. They're beautiful trees.
Trigger warning.
What?
There you have
What?
it.
Spoiler.
What?
Trigger warning.
What?
For people who don't like to see dead trees, I'm saying the trigger warning.
Oh, right.
Yes,
Okay,
trigger.
fine. I didn't
Yeah.
catch the trigger bit. I heard you say something, but I'm thinking, what? Bigger warning, I thought you said. I'm thinking, what's he talking about? Right. So, yeah, I got that. I honestly don't.
You have to
think
go fight your parking ticket.
I'll do that on the phone. I'm not going down to those pen pushers at City Hall.
You have to in America. If you don't show up, you lose automatically.
Gee there, boy, I'm going to go down to them there pen
Oh my
pushers in
God,
them.
you're gonna pay for that, you hooker. Oh,
I found
Okay.
their weak spots. I found their weak spots. It pleases me
Okay.
greatly.
I see a lot of
Sam,
that Dick Van Dyke.
Hopefully,
shit coming on
for
there.
one day at
Blimey, mate.
Shut up a moment.
Oh, blimey, mate.
Hopefully,
Mary Poppins.
shut up, Spanky. Hopefully, from one day during your holiday, I'll be able to come up and see you and give you your birthday presents. And I'll teach you an American accent. There's a choice of two.
This is one of them.
Life is like a box of chocolates. What was the third?
A
That
cheap,
surgery you
unasked
need
for
will
gift.
just-
Knife crime. Can we do anything to stop it? Right. So we're going away now because it's nearly 2 hours. Bloody hell. These things go quickly. They
And
really do.
how?
Retta, thank you for at least being in chat. It is appreciated. As well as Christian and anybody else who has come in and has not said hello. You don't have to, don't worry. This is being ported over to the YouTube channel Bibble Thruster, and I'll put that in chat for you. There you go. Just chuck that in your YouTube search or put youtube.com/Bibble
You
Thruster.
with that accent.
May I just say
Beating
something
stand
about
out.
boxes of chocolate?
Two beating stand out.
Yes, please do, Brian.
That life is like a box of chocolate. A
Yes.
cheap, thoughtless, perfunctory gift that nobody ever asked for. Unreturnable because all you get back is another box of chocolate. So
Right.
you're stuck with this undefinable whipped mint crap that you mindlessly wolf down when there's nothing else left to eat. Sure, once in a while there's a peanut butter cup or an English toffee, but they're gone too fast and the taste is fleeting.
Okay,
So
were you reading
end
that
up
off?
with nothing but broken bits filled with hardened jelly and teeth-shattering nuts. And if you're desperate enough to eat those, all you got left is an empty box filled with useless brown wrappers.
There you go.
And whose script were you reading just then?
Cigarette smoking man
Yeah,
from X-Files.
yeah.
Best quote ever.
Oh, I think you'll find that keep warm is. Excellent advice. So, spare me from this hell. We're back next. Well, it'll be next Sunday evening. No, next Saturday evening for adults only Star Wars RPG, and then next Sunday evening.
Watch everybody die but Colin.
Yeah, we start an hour earlier, 8 p.m., 3 p.m. on Saturdays. It's 9 p.m., 4 p.m. on Sundays. It's going to be on YouTube. And
Rescue of Colin.
if you're playing catch up at the moment to the point that when you see this, you've actually been on the show to be interviewed, hurry up. All right? Okay. Say goodbye, boys.
That's for the OnlyFans channel. Goodbye, boys.
Bye, boys.
I can't find. I'm going to cry.
what you want, for all that you believe. It's right to fight for what we want, to live the way we please. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more. And life and love and happiness are well worth fighting for. They're well worth fighting for.
You guys crack me up.
His name was John Levine. They were together for a while and they were very happy. And then he died a long time ago in a library.